I
and
just don't
child support.
understand why would you need $18,000 a month for a child though. I still
Like
don't.
T said, it's the lifestyle that they were already living before.
So they want that same lifestyle without being with the man. I mean, that doesn't even make sense.
Well, no, it's for the child. The child was used to a certain lifestyle. You have to realize that. If the child is going to
I don't.
Primrose
A child don't
preschool,
know.
listen,
A
Dominique,
child don't.
listen. There are women out there that work 3 jobs while their child's father or their ex doesn't work, but they can buy weed, they can buy Jordans, they can buy clothes, but you can't put $5 towards child support.
Oh, his house is dirty.
Listen, I'm making an example how kids
No,
know,
that's a
Dominique.
different story. You can't
That's
compare
not
that.
a different story.
Yes,
Dominique,
you
that's
can't compare that.
yes, you can. If a 5-year-old go to your house, she can be like, "Oh, this is clean. This is nice." Now, if you have clothes and your house is dirty, a 5-year-old say, "Oh, this is nasty, mommy. I don't want to go here. I don't want to sit on their toilet," because they know the difference. You don't think a 5-year-old gonna know the difference between mommy has a
But you
nice
can't
big house?
compare that to
Yeah,
money and living in a mansion and all of that. Because you know that's going to be
Dominique, the
gone
whole
once you leave a person.
Dominic, we're getting back to is that he wants to still live the lavish lifestyle, and he know he can do it with his daughter.
No, but it really can. Like, can it affect? I heard something about it affecting people being able to get passports. Like, if you're behind, um, it's different.
Yep, you can't go nowhere.
Wow.
Yep, it affects your passport, it affects your
Your
credit.
credit, everything. It's like it
Yep.
takes your whole freedom away.
Publix
They
is
go to
hiring.
prison, they
Kroger's
can't
is
get no job
hiring.
or
If they don't want to
something
work
happens.
there, there are warehouse that are hiring. Everywhere I go now, there's a for hire sign. So please tell me how they can't have a
Okay,
job.
and there are some men as well that don't make a livable wage, and when they go to work, do you think it's gonna motivate them to go to work when you taking $300-400
Well,
out their
listen,
check?
Dominique, that's the
Do y'all think that that should be established like at the beginning of a relationship? Like you should already know that you have a provider in your household.
I think it should, but that's not guaranteed because you can have a provider for 3 years and then all of a sudden the provider may get overwhelmed and it switches. You see?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can have a provider. You could be going good for years. And the next thing you know, he's like, man, I can't do this no more. I don't even want to provide for myself. Let me go back home with my mom. You see, it can get overwhelming like that. So I think a man really has to, I'm not gonna say
So
want a
if a man
child.
come into a relationship with nothing,
So let me ask y'all this because I watch a lot of judge shows, and so one of the things that Judge Mathis always brings up is like, what about the moms that are like, yeah, I'm not gonna do child support. We don't need it. I take care of my child. However, child support, right? Like we were just stating, is supposed to be for the child. So is that interpreted wrong for a mom to say then that, oh no, I ain't never got child support. I don't put him on child support. However, it's not for you, it's for the child. And what about when that child gets 16 and wants a car, or when the child is 18 and graduates high school and needs money for college, trade school, first apartment, whatever they decide to do? The money was never for you, sweetheart. So how do you feel about that realm of it as well?
Yeah, that sounds pretty selfish to me because at the end of the day, if this for the kids, I mean, of course you're gonna make sure, like the lights and water and all that good stuff is taken care of. Obviously, a roof over their heads and food in the fridge, but it's unfair to the woman to have to do everything in the situation by herself. And it's even more unfair to the kids because it's like, it's not like Dominic was saying earlier, they don't know, kids, they just want to be with their parents at the end of the day. They need this, that, like we, try to give them. But it's just like, you have to, just have to see enough to just pull your own weight.
giving him a key, but we actually moved in after a year.
Yeah. Now, I would say this, Dominique, if you guys are trying to get an apartment together, that's a different story. But if you've already been established at a place that you're staying at, and then he just comes along, that's different. Now I view things different. Now I got to make sure, okay, he's been at his apartment for at least 6 months and he's paying his bill. Like the conversation we had last week with the 50-50 rule. And if you got
when they're too skinny, that's feminine. But when they're fitted, okay, some people can rock that and it doesn't look like leggings. But when it's tight and it's like you could see
when 3 years you're gonna be getting over them meeting someone else.
Ooh. Ouch. Who is that, Dominique? He's been scarred.
And they just like to be all in your business and try to stir some shit up. But it's like, how old are you?
Yeah.
And if their mom had him
half of the time they're 55 still in the those moms are 55 still in the club running the streets.
Facts.
Wow.
Thank you. But when a woman's not hot and ready, they want to run. When a woman has attitude issues or they may be toxic in their own way, they want to run. You see? So you want me to work with you and elevate you to the next level, but you can't do the same for me?